giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakwadash, and double honor to the man of great millstone that's out there in the highway and byway pushing the truth day in and day out, reaching the hopeful elect to pull them out of a two-third state of mind. Yahweh Ratazah, we are his hopeful elect that will be beamed up on those chariots of salvation to live in the kingdom with King David. And Yahweh Shai, which is Yahweh Shai, he is the commander, the authority, and ruler of all creation. I'd like to add, I'm not a member of GMS, but I believe GMS has a 1% truth of the Bible. To the Akim and Akra that are listening, learn, continue the faith of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Keep the faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Keep praying and repenting, and keep the laws and commandments to the best of your ability, as it states in John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandment. Also, Ecclesiasticus 12 and 13. Let us hear the whole conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandment. This is the whole duty of man. What you see is a still of a sea of people, and they are unified for a reason, and they have a belief, they are all on the same page to carry out what need to be carried out, and the same thing. The rest of the heathen nation, right along with Esau, Edom, they formed a turmoil, to get rid of the children of Israel, and they are linked up together. They are confederate with each other to destroy us. Now, these people here, they know who we are. They know that if we stick together and keep these laws and commandments and keep the high holy days, that the good Lord, he will fight for us. He will lift us. He will lift us out of the dust and put us above all the nations, as it says in Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Let's go there. I always love to make sure that I'm correct on certain, verses, because your mind can slip on you. You don't want to give out the wrong information. It says here, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special people unto him above all nations that are upon the face of the earth. So we're above all nations that are on the face of the earth if we keep his laws and commandments. So, they got together to form a covenant with each other that they will all take turn on in our demise, to destroy us, to keep us in slavery, to separate the family, to not let us know who we are in this Bible. Says here, I'm going right into it. Psalm 83 and 1. Keep not thou silent, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemy make a tumult. See what you see in this picture here? It's a large, loud gathering, and they all have a particular reason and a purpose, a drive to get something finished, to get something done, or to destroy something. Continuing on. And they that hate thee have lifted up their head. Verse 3, they have taken craftily counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden one. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. A lot of us, we don't believe. A lot of my people, so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American people, don't believe that we are God's chosen people, that we are the Israelites. They think the people with the small black heads, they the true Jews, and they not. They tell you that in Revelation 2 and 9. They said, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. They're talking about the Israelite right there, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American. But we don't know our riches that we're gonna have in heaven. Starting off with the elect. You know, the the 144,000 and the large 1/3. We're going to gain the riches in heaven. So and know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So what people walking around here dressed in all black, claiming to be the Jews? You don't see a lot of us, up to what you see now. But any time past 2007, you didn't see a lot of people claiming, a lot of so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American people claim to be the true Jews of the Bible. It's the people that's running this earth right now, they claiming to be the true Jews, and they not. Let's go to another one. Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee, because thou hast kept thy word of patience. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell on the earth. So basically what they're saying right here, that, hey, the good Lord, he's going to have these so-called people that claim to be Jews, when they find out that the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that are hunters right now are going to be fishers. I mean, that are fishers of men right now are going to be hunters, and we're going to go into those bunkers and wherever they hide at, and we're going to put them in slavery, and they're going to be bowing down to us, and they're going to know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai loved us and not them. It was a lie on them to claim something. You know, they lied to get something that they never had from the jump, from the beginning. So, and also he's going to protect us during the time of Jacob's trouble. When they push out that lockout tag out, and you have to take it, and it's going to be unto death if you don't take it. And I can't say what I want to say, but if you've been listening to the news for the past 2 years, you know what I'm talking about. They want you to take that lockout tag out, and then on top of it, they want to implant something in you too. So he's going to be there with you, from the time of temptation which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So that temptation is to implant something in you. I'm not going to say the word, and if you don't implant that, what they trying to put in you, you won't be able to buy and sell. Read Revelation 13 and tell you that. But if you do take it, read Revelation 14, you'll be destroyed. No ifs, ands, and buts. So that's the whole purpose of understanding this truth. Okay, well, I don't want to be ratting around too long, but let's go to Judith 5 and 20 and 21. Like I said, these people, they know us. It's just the lower people with no power of the heathen nation in Esau probably don't know who we are biblically, but the elites, they know who we are. Judith 5 and 20. Now, therefore, my Lord, and govern if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God. Let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. They know that our power, our strength, everything that's in us is from Yahweh Bashim Shai, because we are his chosen people. And he says that in Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14, that if we keep his commandment, we'll be blessed above all nations in every area. We are the salt, we are the salt of the world. You know, we the one make it happen. But if we don't keep the laws and commandments from Deuteronomy 28, 15 on 68, the curses. So the heathen nation and Esau, they can understand the curses that have been put on them. That's why they love pushing out homosexuality. They love pushing out gangster rap. They love parading our women as hoes and sluts. They love parading our men as pimps, selling their women, you know, and draws off that draws off a negative image to our younger generation, because they think that's cool, that's funny. Half the parents out there are basically letting the TV and the computer raise their children instead of them watching out, or keeping an eye on what they look at, or taking the cell phone away from, or cutting off the TV, you know, and letting them read or whatever, getting them understanding who they are. Esau, he's gonna pump that stuff in the airwave, and have your children the way he want them to be, to stay in sin, so that they can continue ruling. It says right here, now therefore, my Lord, and this was a conversation with a man from a servant from the Canaanite named, let me get that name. Let's go back to, where's that name at? Okay, it was in verse 5 here, Judith chapter 5, verse 5. Then said Archer, the captain of all the sons of Ammon, and Ammon represent the Japanese today. And he was having a discussion with, go up here to the top. This is in the Apocrypha, Judith chapter 5, first verse. It was Holofernes. He was a chief captain of the army of Asher, which is an African nation. And so they was having a discussion about the children of Israel, because the children of Israel, they was prepared to fight, and they blocked off all the passage to the hill country, and they fortified the tops of the hills, and they implemented the Champagne countries, I guess, where they, I guess, kept wine and stuff at it. Tell you what, let's go ahead and see what that is. I don't want to just guess on that. But yeah, let's check that out. Oh boy. Slovakia. This off airplane mode. Okay. And expanse of level open country, expanse of level open country, plain, battlefield, arch. Okay, battlefield. Okay. So I guess it's a particular battlefield or something. Oh, okay, that do make sense. Let me just read the whole thing to get the full understanding. Chapter 5, verse 1. Then was it declared to Holophern, the chief captain. Get off this here. The chief captain of the army of Ashur, that the children of Israel had prepared for war, and had shut up the passage of the hill country, and had fortified all the tops of the high hill, and had laid implemented in the Champagne country. So that's the battlefield. The Champagne country is the battlefield. So basically, like I said, these two men were talking, and Arsher, down here in verse 5, he was the captain of all the sons of Ammon, and he was telling Holophern the story of the children of Israel, how the God, delivered a lot of countries over to the children of Israel to get to where they at. And basically, he was saying once they sinned, then the good Lord wasn't with them to win those battles. The good Lord gave the children of Israel over to some of the heathen nation because we didn't take heed and we didn't keep His laws and commandments, And the good Lord have turned His back on the children of Israel a few times, a lot of times, because we were being disobedient. So let me read that again, where it says here. Now this was talk between Ashar, which was he was Ammon, and Holofernes, which was a from Asher. And it says here, now this is what Ashar was saying. Now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in these people, and these people it was referring to the children of Israel, and they sin against their God, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, let us consider that this shall be their ruin. So once the other country find out that, the heathen country find out that the children of Israel had lost their power because they eating swine, praising idol gods, men sleeping with other women dealing with other men, and she got a man at home, all types of wickedness, momos, the good Lord, He's going to turn you over and turn His back against you and let them heathen nation put the rod of iron on you, put you in slavery, scatter your people, kill your men, rape your women. It's a terrible thing to be in the way to be in a negative sight of the Lord. I'm just paraphrasing from Hebrew 31. 10 and 31. Let's go down. I don't want to mess that up. I think it's Hebrew 31 and 10, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. No, 10 and 31, Salakia. It says here, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. So, when you committing all types of fornication, the good Lord, he going to put it on you. So let's go back to where I left off from. And it says, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. So when they find out they coming, once they see that Israel is not the shining star on the top of the hill, and they see that it's dimming because they children of Israel are in sin, oh, they coming. They coming to take that star off your head. They coming to take that crown off your head. Because they know that the good Lord now is not with you because you are committing sin. Verse 21, but if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. So they said that Ashar that was talking to Holofernes, he said that if there be no sin in this people, the children of Israel, they kept the laws and commandments, they kept the holy days, and brother loving brother, respecting brother, they not killing one another and stuff like that, the way the good Lord want us to treat each other with respect and love, and respect and love from a brother to a brother is not dealing with his woman, and not using usury. And usury is when you, for instance, like today, let's say you want to borrow $200 from your brother, but he charged you $300, or $400. When you pay him back, you got to pay him $300 to $400 back. That's usury. You don't do that to your brother, and that's a commandment. You're not supposed to do that. So, if this country, this nation, it was not found any type of sin within it, we was on a straight and narrow to the best of our ability, and the good Lord knows, as they say, as the Christian church say, the good Lord knows our heart, and He does, and if, like I said, if we repent and pray daily, the good Lord, He would kept His hand on us, but we went out, we went wild, but if we kept the laws and commandments to the best of our ability, the heathen nation would not have ever conquered us. He would not have never conquered us. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. Hopefully this was edifying. I know I probably was on, kind of rambling at first. But again, they know us all the way from the days of old. They know us all the way to now. Well, I'm going to end it right there. Shalom.